Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to a brand new issue of the comic section, issue number 14. I'm your host, Jason, alongside my co-host,
Lil CO.
Lil CO, what's going on?
Nothing much, man. I'm getting real hyped, excited.
Getting hyped? Yeah. It's a good thing you're getting hyped and excited. Guess what? We got a camera in the room now.
Yeah, I know.
Wait, see the camera right
Wave
there?
to the people.
Yeah, that's right. You get to see us, man. So we're actually on YouTube thanks to our video producer. That's what I'm going to name him.
I mean, that's what he's doing.
That's what he's doing.
doing.
Shout outs to the Statue Fanatic, man, hooking us up. And so now you guys can not only hear us, you can now see us, man, all over. So we're going to be on YouTube via Statue Fanatic. And of course, you can find us on all streaming platforms. So that's big. We're doing it up. We're going next level. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited. You ready?
I am really excited, actually.
Yeah.
Even though I was kind of nervous about it.
Why?
I'm nervous about everything.
You've been on camera before.
Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe I'm at my limit.
Oh, okay. All right. I see what's going on here. Okay, CO. Well, you know what? Let's go ahead and get into it then. Help you get all the rust out and stuff with the camera. Let's go. Breaking news headlines. We got a lot of breaking news headlines, right, CO?
Yeah, we do.
Big topics. First things first, rest in peace, Luke Perry.
Yep.
Oh, man.
Pobrecito.
52 years young.
Dude, so young.
Young.
It's very scary.
Yeah.
But yeah, he had a major stroke. Poor guy. And he went to the hospital and they thought it was going well, and then he just took a turn. So sometimes that illness kind of does that. So
that's very scary.
It's seriously sad. You know what's sad about it is that same day he had the stroke, he'd actually just signed contracts because they're going to reboot 90210.
Really?
Yeah, so he had literally just signed it. And
it's funny you say that, man, because I know, in this world, we see him as, the dad of Archie.
Yeah, well, that's how I know him.
Oh, right. That's how you know him.
Which is sad.
No, it's cool. How I know him, you just mentioned it. Mm-hmm. Beverly Hills 90210. You know what I'm saying? Like this throwback clip right here.
Let me tell you something, just so you know in advance. I'm not in a good mood today. In fact, I'm feeling a little hostile.
Whoa. You know what I'm saying? Old school, man.
Yeah.
He had that nice hair. The hair was on point, man, like a young James Dean.
He was a very handsome man. I mean, he's still a handsome, or he was a handsome man at 52.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've never watched that show. I've never
watched
really
that show.
Gotten into that kind of reality.
I was
reality,
a kid,
but
man.
TV.
I was a kid.
Yeah.
90210 was the place you wanted to go.
What kind of show is that? Is it fictional or?
Yeah, it's fictional, but people thought it was real. Because,
is it supposed to be like a reality show?
No, it was a sitcom. It was think of
like a drama sitcom.
Yeah.
Okay.
Think of the CW shows back in the day. This kind of was the precursor of all of that. It's kind of like the grandfather of those shows. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like Dawson's Creek.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, I'm familiar. Okay, I'm familiar with that.
Right. So I'm familiar with him on there. Also, I'm familiar with him from the classic, one of my cult classic movies.
Oh my God.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer. He was Pike. That was his name.
You gonna talk about Buffy again?
Let's take it back to this clip right here.
Sorry about your guitar.
Hey, you're that weird guy. Yeah.
You've been hurt.
Oh, no, you know what they say, anyone you can walk away from is good.
Yeah, CO.
Ugh.
You gotta learn. You gotta go back and check out the classics, man.
I honestly do want to watch Buffy. It's on my to-do list.
Yes.
I hadn't watched Firefly when that came out and stuff like that, or Supernatural. I mean, I watched some Supernatural, but yeah. I need to catch up on the cult classics. And Buffy's pretty high on the list. I will say that.
Right. But it's all good because we know him as this guy right here on Riverdale.
Riverdale, it's a town without a zip code. It is, it's got a lot more going on than you would think.
Yeah.
That's my favorite.
That's your favorite.
I loved him on that.
Yeah, he was good.
He was a phenomenal Papa Bear. Mm-hmm. He was just very good at being serious, but I don't know, doing that dad thing where it's I'm disappointed in you. I'm not mad, Archie. I'm disappointed. And you felt it and you're like, oh no.
That's always tough when you hear a parent say that.
That's how you know you've really messed up.
Yeah, I'd rather just get a whooping.
Yeah, exactly.
Yo, just beat me. You know what I'm saying?
Nope.
Yeah. But man, it's tough, man. It's sad. But he left a great legacy, obviously, on these classic movies, sitcoms, and then with Riverdale. So now, if I'm not mistaken, did they shut down production?
They did. Riverdale put out a really thoughtful statement about him passing away, and I think even his daughter came out and said something too.
Yeah.
But yeah, they've shut down production, and I mean, honestly, it's kind of, like what's going to happen,
right?
Because he was. I wouldn't say he was he wasn't like the main character or anything, but he's a big part of the cast.
Yeah.
The relationship between Archie and his father is pretty huge on that show.
Right.
And not only that, but he only lives with his father on the show. So the mom, she comes, Molly Ringwald, she comes in and out, but like that's really Archie's only tie to staying in Riverdale is his father. So it's going to be interesting how they address it.
Okay.
And how it might change. It's so crazy how these real life circumstances can change like a storyline for a show into something completely different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
it's going to be interesting, man.
Yeah, I'm really sad for Riverdale.
Yeah.
A lot of those actors are very young too, so they must be just devastated.
Right, because you form that family bond on set and stuff, right? Yeah, man. Rest in peace, Luke Perry. All right, some more news. You know what I'm saying? This one just came out right before we started recording, man. Idris Elba. He's going to be replacing Big Willie Style. You know what I'm saying? The Fresh Prince, he's out as Deadshot, but Idris Elba, he's going to take that spot. What's your thoughts on it? Suicide Squad 2, James Gunn, he already got Idris Elba at the gun.
That is amazing. That's what having such a big name director can do for your film.
Yeah.
Like, they are so lucky.
Right.
It's like Warner Brothers has not done well so far. Well, that's not true. Well, Wonder Woman was awesome. Aquaman has been a huge success. Shazam is shaping up to be a success.
It looks like they on the right track, man.
But like, it is amazing how just having a big name like that can really do your film a service.
Yeah.
I mean, they have come out and said like what they're thinking they're going to do with it, that it's supposed to be a reboot or remake or whatever it is. But,
right? Yeah.
Or maybe even a continuation. We don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's exciting that they've found somebody. I mean, I really liked Will Smith.
All right.
I loved his portrayal of Deadshot. Deadshot is an awesome character, so I'm glad we're not going to see the end of that character.
Right.
So yeah, I'm excited. But Idris Elba is a phenomenal actor. He's very good at having a serious role. We know he's good with action roles.
Right.
So yeah, we'll see. It's just he's definitely
he's different,
bulkier and
grittier, man, grimier, man,
a little darker, a little more
bit.
serious.
Yeah.
So, well, it's going to be interesting to see if they don't just completely do a different version, or if that Deadshot is still the same person.
I wonder if they're going to War Machine him. You know, like with Terrence Howard and Don Cheadle. Because, I mean, what was it, Iron Man 2? And Don Cheadle was like, don't act like you surprised. You see what it is. Let's keep it moving.
Oh, boy.
And that scene right there was like, it was kind of like, hey, everybody, I'm here. Get used to it.
I mean, it was a good way to do it, address it.
I like it.
I personally don't love it when shows or whatever do that. Like they did that on that 70s show with Eric Foreman's sister.
Oh, yeah.
Because if I'm correct, the actress actually passed away.
That's right. That's right.
So to me, it's a little disconcerting. Either just write the character out of the show.
Yeah.
Or I don't know, just that I don't really love that. But it depends, again, because we don't know. Is this going to be a flat out reboot with, new characters and throw the old one away and that's not relevant?
Yeah.
But we'll see. I'm excited. Idris Elba is phenomenal. So they're so lucky that they got him.
I'm saying, right?
For
he's
a DC movie. Yeah, he's a big guy, a big name, big guy.
So he came from Heimdall from Thor.
I know. So
know?
weird to think about. Well, he's definitely not coming back as Heimdall or whatever.
Yeah, I said Heimdall. Was it Heimdall?
I have no idea.
Okay, we don't know what it says. But hey, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. We're gonna see. We're gonna see how Idris Elba makes Deadshot his own.
Yep.
Have to wait and see. And also, we got some more breaking news. Marvel Studios announces movies following Endgame.
Yes.
Now, this is going to be interesting because I thought Kevin Feige was kind of hush-hush about everything.
Yeah, they made it seem like they weren't going to say anything until Endgame came out.
Right.
Like at all.
Yeah. Well, it looks like we have a list. You want to round them off? What we got?
Yeah, they confirmed 6 movies that will be coming out after
6 of them?
Endgame, yeah.
Okay.
So a few that we're not super surprised about: Spider-Man Homecoming. I'm sorry.
Far From Home.
Far From Home.
Yeah.
Which is big shock there.
Right.
But they are confirming the Black Widow standalone movie, which will be a prequel to Black Widow's character.
Right.
So that's very interesting.
That's gonna be cool.
Black Panther 2, of course, which I'm sure you're stoked for.
Oh, yeah, we going back to Wakanda. Yeah.
Guess what I watched last night?
What you watch?
Black Panther.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
But Doctor Strange 2, which had been up in the air, we were
I'm excited. I was hoping for a sequel because I love Doctor Strange, and I just want to go more into that mystic side of Marvel. So yeah,
I would love to see some more magic.
Yes.
Like I'm just dying for that. They kind of tapped into that with Thor. Like their whole thing was, oh well, what you think is science is magic to us. Kind of, I like that. Yeah. So I'm excited for Doctor Strange. But and I love Benedict Cumberbatch. I know everybody gives him a hard time.
I like him.
Because he's kind of goofy looking.
Yeah,
and he was like in so many movies all at once. I think people kind of got sick of him. So
he's one of those.
He's kind of easy target now to make fun of. Okay. But I think he's actually a phenomenal actor. I think he did a really good job as Doctor Strange.
I love him as Doctor Strange.
He looks exactly like Doctor Strange.
He does.
From the comics. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
But he did such a good job of making that character, or humanizing that character, because I feel like Doctor Strange is another one of those characters like Iron Man. Like, if it's not played by the right person, they're just completely unlikable.
Right.
And if they're unlikable, nobody wants to watch their movies.
Exactly.
So I think he did such a good job.
Yes.
So that's really exciting. And then some other ones that kind of are shocking and new to us is the Eternals.
That's going to be interesting.
Now, as a comic book fan, that's not like hugely shocking to me, because the Eternals kind of tie into the Inhumans, and then it ties into the mutants, and then that ties into Captain Marvel and the Kree and stuff like that. So it's complicated. It's convoluted, but that makes me feel excited, because the rumors are that, and we talked about this last time, is that Marvel will start moving some of their stories into space. Having more space stories, which I'm excited about. I love space. I'm a huge sucker. I love Mass Effect, Star Trek, Star Wars. So, but Eternals definitely makes me think that that's where the future is going.
Right.
And then, last but not least, and your personal favorite, Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi, the master of Kung Fu. Yes, man, I'm so hyped about this.
Which we've talked about before, and had been a rumor, and is being confirmed. So that's really, really exciting.
Super hyped about that.
I'm excited. But it's 6 is like a lot, but we know there's going to be more.
It's going to be a bunch, man. Once that Fox merger deal gets tried out, it's going down, yo. So I'm excited. 6 movies to look forward to. Plus, we got the whole Fox side that we got. Deadpool, X-Force, X-Men. Come on, man.
It's going to get crazy.
It is. I'm so ready. I want the crossovers. I already want it. I want it more than anything. I want the crossovers. So, I'm going to have to be on the lookout for those 6 movies. And we still got more breaking news. This one right here, video game fans. See, this is why we have the camera here, so people could see your reaction to Sonic the Hedgehog movie character design. They revealed Sonic. You know what? First things first, though. I'm a nostalgic person.
I was going to say, what's your reaction as a Sonic fan?
Well, okay. I grew up on the 90s cartoon. Remember? All right. Check out this clip right here. You'll get what I'm talking about.
It's the stress. I can't take it anymore. My hedgehog nerves are shot. I tell you, shot.
That clip right there. You know who was voiced as?
Who?
Steve Urkel. He voiced him.
Really? I didn't know that.
It's a little white.
Oh, wow.
Steve Urkel voiced Sonic the Hedgehog in that cartoon. That's who I think of. And after seeing...
Kind of perfect.
I know. He had it, man. He had that voice, man. It matched up perfectly, right? Well, after seeing this design, I don't know what to think, honestly. I'm a little... it's hard to look at.
It's hard to look at.
It is. I just got to be honest, because, we're all... Look. Let's be real here, people. We're all used to a particular look that Sonic has. And when you hear movie Sonic, okay, I'm thinking it's going to be pretty much similar. But nah, this is this little, some people say to take the, quick right turn. Or left turn.
Yes.
That was a sharp turn.
Yeah, it was. Oh my God.
And I don't know what to think. Obviously, you're.
Oh boy.
Your reaction to Sonic.
My reaction to Sonic is really, really bad.
Yeah, you don't like it.
And this is coming from an unbiased opinion. Like,
okay.
I know who Sonic is. I've seen the games before.
Yeah.
I think I've played one back in the day.
Right.
But I'm pretty familiar with his character design, and that just looks so bad. It looks so bad.
It does.
And I feel like I'm being, sometimes I worry that I'm being a little too critical, because I studied animation and character design and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it's just so bad.
It's terrible.
It makes no sense. It's like they were like, what is Sonic?
Yeah.
Sonic is a humanoid hedgehog. So let's take that and make that happen. And I was like, no.
Yeah.
Like it looks so bad.
It looks weird,
I
man.
don't even know how to explain how bad it looks.
You know what it is? It looks like the Smurfs again.
It looks like the humanoid body freaks me out.
Yeah,
like it's
right?
too humanoid.
It's too, we don't need it. Yeah. Just leave it alone. Like you had the perfect design. Like just take that design and just put that character
well, to be fair,
in the real world.
I love Sonic, but when you look at Sonic like on paper as a 2D art form, like what is happening?
Oh, come on.
Like it's eyes. Like come on, you have got to admit what is happening with eyes.
Don't do that.
Why is it come down?
Don't do that.
And then back up?
Don't do that, man. Sonic.
Is that his brow? Like why is it way down there? Come on.
Look,
keep it real.
I'm keeping it real, man. Sonic was dope. Look, Sonic, I like that design.
Not dope.
Okay. So you just never got the design of Sonic?
I'm just not like clear. Because even like looking at him, I was like, how is this a hedgehog?
Well, you got to understand, you
this?
can't look at him for too long. That's why he's fast. You know, you're not supposed to stare at him. You're supposed to get those rings.
But let me tell you.
And beat Dr. Robotnik.
Let me tell you how that gives the artist trying to make a 3D rendering of a character, gives them a hard job to do.
It's tough to do that? You know what I mean?
Yes. Are you kidding? I would not have wanted to do that.
Sorry about that.
If I was working at an animation studio and somebody was like, turn Sonic into a because you have to turn it into a 3D form.
Right.
So that it's like a little puppet that you've seen behind the scenes stuff. I would have been like, nah, can I work on something else? Like, can I work on Over the Hedge or...
why not, talk to the people who made them?
Mm-mm.
You would think they would be like, yo, that's what it is. It seemed like the movie studios didn't give anybody no phone call. They're like, hey, we're the creators.
No.
We would like to help out about this. No, we cool. I got you. Don't worry about it.
I feel
we
like
got it.
even if they had, like, it's still hard. Like, it's just...
Well, you have a team of people, man.
It doesn't make any sense.
Let's make this work.
Ugh. Anyway.
All right.
It looks bad. That's all you need to know.
Yeah, it does.
So I'm really worried about it, and I'm hoping that it's going to be an all ages movie, and I'm sure it is because it's Sonic.
Yeah, Sonic.
Because when kids watch that, they're going to lose their minds. They're going to be like, they don't care. They don't care. You know. So I feel bad. Like I feel like since I'm an adult, like I'm just taking it too seriously. But it just looks bad.
Yeah, it does look bad.
And like if they had done something. Maybe like you remember like Zootopia, the movie?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like how they're all standing, they're bipedal, they're standing on two legs.
Yeah.
But they still retain like their animal physique.
Right.
I don't know. It's just I feel like they could have done something different and they didn't. And it looks bad. And I feel bad. Because I wanted it to look awesome. I wanted it to be cute. I was really excited, and now I'm just really not interested. Like I'm not gonna see that. I'm sorry.
Look at that. Man, oh man. You got to get the design right. Please, people from Sega, call these people. Call the movie studios. Movie studios, reach out to the people who created Sonic so y'all can try to make this work. But it's too late now. The posters are all up. I was just in movie theaters the other day, and I seen the poster. Not of the face, but just the feet, the shoes.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? So, all right. We'll have to be on the lookout because it's coming fast. Get it? Hey.
Coming fast.
All right. Now, some more breaking news. This one is regarding IronHeart. So,
my baby.
Yeah, IronHeart set to debut in her own Marvel Rising animated special. What's up with that?
I'm super excited. The Marvel Rising stuff is awesome.
Yeah.
It is a really cute way. It's an all ages kind of series. Mm-hmm. It's a really great way to introduce young to comic book characters that are kind of newer. Yeah. So there's a whole new generation of Avengers, which people might not know if they don't read comics full time like I do.
Right.
So right now in the Marvel series or in the comic series, they have something called Champions.
Right.
So Champions is basically the Marvel version of the Teen Titans, which everybody's familiar with.
Mm-hmm.
And the Champions team has characters like Miles Morales, who we're already familiar with now.
Yeah.
But it has characters like Kamala Khan, so it's Marvel, and Ironheart. So Ironheart, if you're not familiar with this character, her name is Riri Williams.
Riri Williams.
She is awesome.
Yes, she is.
She's very young, and she has the same almost IQ of Tony Stark.
Yeah.
She is a genius, basically.
Yeah, right.
So she was kicking it in college, designed her own Iron Man suit.
Right.
Because she can.
Because she can.
And
She a
Tony
boss.
Stark, because she's a boss. And Tony Stark was like, that's awesome. Be my protege.
Right.
So she is basically the apprentice to Tony Stark, much like Robin is to Batman.
Yeah.
With
Except
the hopes.
a better relationship.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. So much
better.
Because he didn't adopt them as an orphan. But yeah, she's really cool. And she basically is training to be, the Iron Man when Tony Stark is done, when he's old and retired and stuff like that. So she's really cool, and I want people to know that because this is not a character that's meant to replace Iron Man,
right?
Or change the Iron Man character. This is an addition to his legacy.
Yeah, his gallery of character. Yeah,
exactly. And for the next generation, because at the end of the day, like we loved Iron Man and Captain America and everybody in the Marvel movies, but it's been 10 years, so it's time to move on.
Right.
It's the same thing. It's passing the torch onto the next generation.
Yeah.
So that's why I really like Marvel Risings, because that's what they're doing, or at least Marvel's trying to do, is introduce these new characters of a new generation to a new generation of comic book readers.
I like how you put that.
You're welcome.
There we
Enjoy.
go. That's what I'm talking about, man.
But yeah, this is the next one, except it's going to feature IronHeart, which is awesome. So a little bit more about her character and what she's doing.
Yeah.
And just more about her, which is great. So yeah, definitely check it out. It's going to be premiering at WonderCon, which is really cool.
Yeah.
On March 31st. So
Oh,
hopefully
cool.
we'll see that soon, either on the internet or on TV.
I'm excited. Oh, man, I'm excited. And another thing that I'm also excited for, a show that we both love. You know what I'm talking about. Netflix.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about. Let's go ahead and get into it. Chilling Adventures of Sabrina Season 2 photos revealed. And it looks like she's getting all cozy with
Getting cozy.
two of the guys.
I know. Now they're doing a love triangle, I guess. Because, it's a teenage show.
Man, of course
so
they
we
gotta
can't not have a love triangle.
Gotta have the love triangle.
Whatever.
I can see it now. Hashtag team boy 1. Hashtag team boy 2.
Oh, man. Do you remember when they did that with Twilight? Team
Yeah.
Jacob, team, what's his name?
Your boy.
Anyway.
The next Batman.
Yeah, so apparently that's what we're expecting.
Robert Pattinson. What was his name? Edward.
Edward.
Yeah,
Oh
Edward
my
and
God.
Jacob.
He was the worst. Team Jacob. Team Jacob for life.
Oh, so who was he? The wolf?
The werewolf, yeah.
The werewolf?
I have a soft spot for werewolves, though, but we won't talk about that.
You like the wolves.
God, I hope there's werewolves on Sabrina. Anyway, yeah, that's really cool. I'm excited. I'm so stoked. I love that show.
I love it too. Yeah.
And I'm a huge fan of the Archie horror title. So and we've talked about that a lot on the show.
Right.
They have a bunch still active. They have Vampironica. So Veronica, she'd become a vampire.
Ooh.
They have Jughead, The Hunger, where Jughead becomes a werewolf, which makes sense because he's always eating burgers.
That's a good point. Yeah.
And then there's one about Betty where she's like a vampire hunter, but I forget what it's called. But anyway.
Okay.
Anyway, Chilling Adventures is awesome. If you haven't watched it yet, please go do that because it's coming back soon.
Very soon.
We're really excited about that.
Yes.
I'm loving her look. I love the pale skin and the shocking blonde hair.
Yeah, I love that hair.
I'm digging her new look.
Yeah, she done signed her name in the book, so there ain't no turning back
spooky.
now. Oh my goodness, man. Yeah, for anyone at home wondering about this show, just again, I'm just letting you guys know this show ain't for kids.
It's really not.
And if you are super religious, this ain't the show for you.
No.
Because you are going to run.
You're gonna have a bad time.
Screaming. Oh yeah, you're gonna have a bad time. But for everybody else, this is a great time for us.
Oh yeah, I'm loving it.
I love it.
Oh, and fun fact.
What's up?
I got a little bit of news for you.
Oh, what you got?
So I know I've talked about this before on the podcast, but the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina had its own 6-part miniseries.
Okay.
Which you can buy at your local comic book store.
That's right.
In a paperback. But fun fact, Sabrina is coming back.
Really?
They're doing another series for the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina.
There we go.
So
you done
after
got
the
my
success-
money now.
Yep.
That's it.
There you go.
That's what it's all about, man. You got us hooked up on the TV series. Now people are like, yo, we got to follow more.
Here's some
I want to
comics.
find more about it. All right.
But yeah, following in the success of the TV show, they're bringing back the comics. So check at your local comic book stores to see if you can't pre-order it if you want to. But it should be out soon.
That's what I'm talking about. And speaking of another, something that's coming soon, man. Actually, I think it already came on.
I think so, but I want to talk about it anyway.
Okay, all right. The Flash, he's pitted up against Gorilla Grodd.
Yes.
And King Shark?
Yes.
What's up with that, yo?
Sorry, I'm a nerd.
Yeah, me too. It's cool. I don't judge you.
Gorilla Grodd is like awesome. He is like one of Flash's major villains.
Yeah.
That doesn't get a lot of attention and definitely not a lot of screen time, but I think we understand why. It's a giant talking gorilla, so it's kind of hard.
I know, right? But you know, like, have you seen like the little preview clip?
No.
Oh man, we gotta check this out, yo. Check this out right here.
Mind grows. Soon, Grodd will rule this city, this world, and you gone forever. King Shark. King Shark wants you gone.
Oh wow, man. He came in the city like, yo, I'm taking this over. And then King Shark came out of nowhere, ready for war.
I am shocked by that, by the way.
Yeah, you are.
I feel like Gorilla Grodd by itself is like a big deal to kind of do. Because he's one of the few characters that's given Flash like a run for his money.
Yeah.
Or villains, I'm sorry.
Right.
But yeah, to do King Shark is kind of like, you know, that's a lot.
They're
like,
really going all the way.
And I was actually kind of impressed because I thought it would just be like a cameo.
Right.
Because that's hard to animate, you know, a talking gorilla, much less a giant, you know, shark man thing.
Yeah.
So that's really exciting. But yeah, that makes me want to watch Flash.
I know. And I know how you feel about CW shows.
Yeah.
So if it made you feel that way, then you know.
I might watch that one episode.
There we go.
Just to see.
Just to see that episode. You may have to. You may have to break that streak. And yeah, I'm super excited. You know, Flash is, like I said, man, you already know my theory on Flash. I think Flash is the most powerful DC character.
He's one of them, yeah.
You know.
Top tier.
You know, top tier. But people feel, you know, yeah, I've talked about this enough, man. Just go check it out, man. I'm super hyped for it. And to see these two, you know, monsters go at it, that's epic. I like it. I like you. I see what you're doing, CW. Salute y'all, because they doing it. And also, man, we got to talk about this big guy, the big G that's coming. You know what I'm saying? Godzilla, King of the Monsters. You know what? This is my second most anticipated movie of 2019. All right. After Endgame, Godzilla, King of the Monsters, they revealed some new stills from the movie. They were showing King Ghidorah. They're showing Mothra, Rodan. Please tell me you hyped. Please tell me you're as hyped as I am right now.
Let me tell you something. As a person who does not like monster movies, I am actually really hyped about it.
Yeah.
They're doing such a good job of like marketing it and advertising it and stuff. Like I'm loving the promotional art.
Yeah.
Like I love how it looks like old school vintage stuff. Like, that's so awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, like seeing these stills, like seeing what's the 3-headed one again?
King Ghidorah.
Like seeing him coming at and then Godzilla, like, oh my God, I'm just.
That's what I'm saying. I don't even need the humans in it, but I get it. You got to have the humans in it so you can.
The human element.
You got to have it, I guess, but they don't need to be there, honestly. I mean, I like my homegirl 11. I know she's in it and all that. Shout outs to her. But yeah, I'm ready for the fight. Let's just get to it.
I love me a good fight.
Yeah, you know, we could talk about it a little bit in the beginning, like, hey, this is what happened, blah, blah, blah. But let's go. Let's go, man. It's getting crazy. We need Godzilla to come through and do his thing. And plus, you know, we need him to be ready for next year.
For next year?
Yeah, next year. He's going up against the King.
Oh.
Kong.
Oh.
Kong is coming.
Okay.
Kong is coming. 2020.
The ultimate fight.
It's the main event next year. I'm like, come on, man. Godzilla, I know it's going to be tough. You may need help because, I mean, King Ghidorah ain't no slouch. I mean, he's beat him down.
Yeah, seriously.
Plenty of times where Godzilla had to get help in order to beat him, which he probably going to need help this time. So I'm super hyped. Can't wait for it. And yeah, I'm ready to see it. I'm ready to see that Godzilla roar. I would try to do it, but, you know, I don't want to disrespect Godzilla. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fan.
Do a disservice to it?
Yeah, I'm a fan. I might try real quick. You know what I'm saying? That's all y'all get. That's all y'all get.
Hey, my name is Lee White with Geek Mountain, and my favorite hero is Godzilla. The main reason why is because he's actually a protector of the human race. A lot of people think that he's just stomping around, destroying and causing havoc, but he's actually trying to save us from elimination.
All right, CO, it is time for coming soon previews. We got a lot coming. Soon. Let's go ahead and get into it. First things first, Shazam.
Yes.
Trailer number 2 drop. Let's check it out.
His name is Captain Sparkle Fingers.
No, it's not. That's not my name.
Chosen one. Oh, you're like a bad guy, right?
You literally did the opposite of what a superhero is supposed to do.
Like that bad.
Get him back in!
How old are you?
Basically 15.
Yeah, CO.
Yep.
What's your thoughts on it?
I'm so hyped.
Yeah?
Like, I'm so excited.
Okay.
I'm glad we saw more of the villain. I'm super excited about that. And oh my God, it looks so funny. Like, I'm so happy about that.
I like the different elements.
It's so lighthearted, and there's jokes, and I like how realistic they're keeping, like Billy, becoming Shazam.
Right.
He like I love that scene where he's like, I don't know what I can do.
Yeah.
Like this just happened to me.
This just happened. Yeah.
And like him testing his powers. I'm loving those scenes. It's just I'm really excited. I think it's going to be really great. I think it's going to be one of those like coming of age kind of, movies.
Right. Yeah.
Which I'm a big fan of. I'm a big softie.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I'm excited. What about you?
I'm super hyped for it. And like you said, I love the different elements. I love the different style, how this movie is going to be unique from the others, because Wonder Woman had her particular style, how that was filmed. Because, each, for a good film, you want to have something different, especially if you're building a universe.
Yeah.
That's why so many people love Marvel, because each Marvel movie, I mean, you could tell they're in the same, universe, but they have a different style, a different flavor.
Like each one, there was like action adventure, political intrigue over here, Yeah.
So I love that they're doing that. Like, Aquaman was like larger than life, underwater style. You know what I'm saying? So now with Shazam, I like this because that's the one character that I feel, DC can really, do well with, because, you're a kid and you get to become a hero like Superman, and you're just like, wow, like if a kid has Superman's powers, Shazam.
Well, and I feel like that plays into people's fantasies.
Yeah.
Like this idea of like a power being just bestowed on you because you're, you've got this heart of gold. Like, I think anybody would be like, I wish that was me.
Right.
And then to watch him kind of stumble through it is adorable, of course.
It's going to be fun, man.
But I think it's going to be so good.
I think it's going to be awesome. And so definitely be on the lookout. It's coming out in a few weeks, right around the corner. So be there, be square. Don't be square. Be down with it, And also, we got to talk about Hellboy.
Yes.
Trailer 2. This one dropped.
This is my son.
This your son?
I love him so.
Let's check out your son right here.
We face every threat there is, and yet you take me in. Hello, son. Made me a weapon.
Where's my violin?
Listen up, ladies and gentlemen. Out there's a 5th century sorceress who wants to bring down the curtain on London and the world.
Great. Homework.
Why do you fight for those who hate and fear you? You were meant for this. Out of the ashes, new Eden will emerge.
Okay, I'd appreciate a prophecy with more relatable stakes.
Yeah. This is your son.
I am so excited for this movie. I feel bad because like everybody else is kind of like, I don't know. It's not getting great like excitement or whatever. Like
people feel
they feel some type of way about it.
They still connected to the Ron Perlman version,
which I understand. Ron Perlman was phenomenal.
He was great.
He was Hellboy.
He was.
But like, I feel like we need to keep it real. He's an old man.
Oh,
well, he's older. He can't be doing stunt work and jumping around and doing this and doing that.
Yeah.
And it's been such a long time in between those movies and now.
They've been wanting to do a third one for a while, but it never.
Right. So you can't just like go back to it. So I'm excited. I think that the actor, what's his name? from Stranger Things. He is a really good actor. He's very good at being serious. He's very good at being snarky, which is one of my favorite parts of Hellboy.
Right.
And I actually really like the design for Hellboy this time around. I mean, I liked Ron Perlman's design too.
Right.
Like, it was definitely handsome. But at the end of the day, and I think everybody needs to remember this, Hellboy is a demon.
Yeah.
So he's going to look more demonic and kind of ugly and kind of scary.
Yeah.
You want to think like Gargoyle.
Man.
So I like the design, but everybody's got some, because they can't think about.
They can't let go of, Ron Perlman.
Yeah, well, they can't let go of the attractive, like an attractive Hellboy. And I'm like, his name is Hellboy.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry you don't want to, like, have sex with him.
I don't know, man. I mean, he must be attractive because in the trailer, man, he was making out with girl in the blood.
Well, I mean.
That was.
This queen, what is her name? Queen of the Damned?
Yeah, that was crazy.
Queen of Blood.
Yeah. And then he came out with a fiery crown, like he was like the king of hell or something. Like, yo, this movie right
It's going to be
here.
awesome.
Oh, man. So definitely be on the lookout for that because I know I'm going to see it day one. I'm going to be there, in there, ready to go. I need to get some Hellboy merchandise. I need like a shirt.
They got some cool swag out there.
They got some swag?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to have to get that. I'm going to have to check that out. And another big trailer drop. All of our Game of Thrones fans.
They must be just losing it.
They are.
I promise to fight for the living. I intend to keep that promise.
I mean, I wish I can feel them, but I don't want to. Let's be honest. We're going to, hey, all of our listeners out there and viewers, we don't really watch it.
We don't. We're not invested. I'm so sorry.
I'm not going to lie. I tried. I got up to season 2.
Wow.
Yeah, I did. And it just I just never really got back to it.
See, I watched 1 and 2 and I was like, nah.
Man, ever since they killed old boy off what was it, the first season?
Mm-hmm.
What was it, Ned Stark? The king. Well, I guess he was the king. Well, one of the main characters.
Yeah.
When I saw that, I'm like, oh, they taking out the main people?
They don't care.
Anyone could die?
What's his name? George Martin? He does not care.
He obviously don't.
Does not care.
I'm like, whoever you think might make it, nah.
No F's given.
None at all, man. So, everyone's going crazy for the fans out there that love it. Hey, I'm happy for you. But also, are you going to be okay? Because it's the last
Seriously.
one. But then I heard that they're going to have prequels and spinoffs. So I'm sure
God, I don't want. Excuse me.
Tell them how you really feel. CL.
Listen, I watched the trailer, and as an unbiased person who doesn't watch the show,
okay.
I will say it looked awesome.
Yeah, it did.
It is visually beautiful.
It's
they
amazing
do a
looking.
fantastic job with the cinematography.
Right.
The costume designs are like ridiculous. Have you ever read some of the articles about them?
No.
They have like hints and like references and stuff hidden in the outfits that each character wears.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's like really impressive.
Really detailed. All right.
And then the actors, what's her name? She's Captain Phasma in Star Wars. She is unrecognizable as this character in the show. Like, wow, it's very amazing.
It is amazing.
I wish I watched that show.
Yeah.
Or that I could get into it because I love dragons. Like, the dragons are amazingly animated. So,
right, they are.
I can see why. I can see the appeal. It's just that time period just doesn't do it for
You're not
me.
like you're not a Middle Earth person.
I don't like that stuff. So
okay, well,
but. Hey. I hope they're going to be okay after this.
I hope so too. I hope so. You know what? I want to be the person. I just like hearing people talk about it. I like going by the water cooler or wherever.
I have heard like some of the
people
plot.
At work. Yeah. So that's going to be interesting. I can't wait to hear you guys talk about it. How about that? Yeah. Also, a new trailer dropped for Brightburn trailer 2.
Boom.
AKA when y'all piss Superman off. Mm-hmm. That's what I call this movie right here. Y'all done did it. Y'all done messed up. Clark Kent was in school. He felt different. He's like, hey, I just want to make friends. Oh, no, you're weird. You're different. Oh, really? Oh, okay. I'm going to show you how different I am. And I'm going off on all of y'all. Everybody could get it. The teachers, the kids,
the parents.
Who want it? Who want it, man?
I know it's been difficult for you lately, that you feel different from other kids.
Touch the floor, Brian.
You are different.
Caitlin, get my hand up.
He's a creep.
Help him up.
What are you doing?
I want him in handcuffs and I want him gone. Do you even know who his real mother is?
I'm his real mother. I will never turn against our son.
He's not my son.
I got it.
Hey, yeah, get ready.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like, I was excited when we saw the first trailer, but like after seeing, because they revealed like I feel like so much more.
Right.
You know, I think there were hints before, but yeah, he's obviously definitely been bullied, and he's having a reaction to that. But it's so sad. I feel like that's got to be every parent's worst nightmare. Like, you know, giving your all and like being the best parent you feel like you could have been.
It's like an allegory
and it
to
just
what's
doesn't
going on
matter.
now.
Yeah, it just doesn't matter. Like, it's, you know.
Yeah, that is interesting. You know, because obviously, you know, we know it's, you know, just like what if Superman was evil if he came here. But also, like, you bring up a great point. Like, you know, you're a parent and you send your kid out into the world, to school, hoping that, you know, he or she can make some friends and they'll be accepted. And, you know, unfortunately, especially nowadays, you know.
And kids are really mean.
They are. They're really mean. With social media now.
They use social media like a sword.
Yeah.
Like, it's scary.
And that's the thing, man. Like, when we were in school, you know, there were bullies around, but social media wasn't what it was.
Well, social media makes it present in your life like all the time.
All the time.
Like you can't escape
exactly.
it.
Like
At least
you would
go
deal
home.
you'd be like, all right, I'm away from that person.
Over.
It's over. Not unless they ride your bus and you might have to.
Right, yeah.
But after you get off the bus, you're like, okay, cool, I'm with my family. But, you know, you didn't have to.
They can get you at home. They can get you anywhere.
Yeah.
So, yeah, poor kid. But, yeah, it looks like he's about to lose it.
Yeah, he's done. He done had it up to here, man. He's done with y'all. No more playing no games. I'm excited. I'm be there. I want to be there. I'm going to wear my Superman shirt looking for Batman fans. That's what I'm going to do. No, I'm sorry. Shout out to the Batman fans. Just saying. I'm just saying.
Just hater rating.
You know, it's cool. I can, you know, as long as I can admit it, then that should count.
That's true.
That's credit. Also, speaking of in the world of Batman, that used to be in the world of Batman, Jared Leto now is going to be Michael Morbius?
Morbius, yeah.
From Spider-Man?
No. Well, yeah, from Spider-Man.
That's where I know him from.
Well, like.
All right,
well,
go ahead. Go ahead, break it down.
Let me start
this
by saying I'm very glad for Jared Leto that he got another role after the Joker. I feel like the Joker would have been a really good character for him.
Yeah.
But I hated like the characterization for Suicide Squad. Like, I just feel like they dropped the ball completely with that. They were trying way too hard to not have Heath Ledger's Joker in this movie.
Right.
That they wasted Jared Leto. Yeah, they just like wasted this phenomenal actor.
Okay.
So I'm really glad that he's bouncing back and that he's still doing superhero stuff. But yeah, Morbius is a really interesting character because he started out as a Spider-Man villain, like you mentioned.
Right.
But he's kind of come into his own now. He's kind of like an anti-hero, like Spawn, Deadpool. Where he's like struggling with, you know, his humanity because he's not technically a vampire, but he's a vampire.
All right.
But yeah, anyway, so I'm really excited. I think that if anybody could bring this character to life, it's going to be Jared Leto.
Think so?
Yeah, like this guy, he's a very complicated character. He's a tortured person. He, you know, not to be getting all nerdy or whatever and deep into it, but basically what happened with this guy is he was, I think he was a biochemist.
Okay.
And he had a rare genetic blood disorder as a young man.
All right.
So, excuse me. So he moved to the States and became a biochemist or and all this fancy stuff.
Yeah.
To study blood disorders so that he could cure his own disorder.
I see.
So at first he already looks malnourished and pale and gaunt and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But then he like spliced bat DNA.
Okay.
And electrotherapy or whatever. Anyway, he like basically did an experiment on himself and turned himself into what we would think of as a vampire. So it's more like a medical disorder that he has where he has to consume blood to keep living.
Wow.
And then because of the new disease that he has now,
right?
Very pale again. He's got the vampire teeth. He's got an allergy to light, so he can't go outside during the day like a vampire would. But technically he's not like a mythical supernatural vampire. Like, so if you try to use garlic or crosses and holy water on him, it doesn't like affect him.
So if he bites somebody, does that person turn into what he is?
It's complicated, but the answer is no.
Okay.
Generally, no, because he's
right.
not a real vampire.
Gotcha.
There have been instances where he did turn people, but it was because of other circumstances.
Got it. Okay.
So yeah, but he does bite people and drink their blood. So. But yeah, he can't turn people, and he's had run-ins with other characters like Blade, for example.
Okay.
Which is interesting. So But yeah, this character is actually pretty, and it plays into what they're already doing, which is all these like Sinister Six spinoff characters,
right?
And all of them are anti-heroes or flat out villains, like Venom. Okay. Venom actually kind of, it's complicated. Again,
it's complicated.
Mostly villain / anti-hero. But anyway, but like there's all these rumors about Black Cat, like they want to do a Black Cat movie.
Okay.
And then obviously Carnage got greenlit, so that's happening. But yeah, to see Morbius is like awesome. I'm hoping that they kind of lean into the horror aspect of the character for those movies.
Yeah.
At least for me, because that's what I love. But yeah, I'm really excited. I mean, we saw this first look, and it really wasn't really anything.
Yeah, he just showed like
it was just an Instagram,
just his eyes looking.
Yeah, through the slats of I forget what it's called, but that clappy thing.
Yeah. Okay.
But you can see that he's got the what is the word? The stringy black hair, and that he's definitely skinny and gaunt, and he's got the pale skin. So, he already kind of looks like
That's
Morbius.
What I'm saying. He already do. I'm like, he don't have to do much.
He doesn't really have to do much. Maybe lose a teensy weensy bit of weight, but that's about it.
You sure?
Just a little bit.
I mean, he already kind of thin now.
I don't know, just a little bit.
All right.
Well, anyway, I'm not gonna tell him what to do with his body, but yeah. I'm really excited. I didn't see Venom.
Okay.
I know we've talked about that. I still haven't seen Venom. So I have no comment, no opinion on that. But I'm excited about these. I like villains.
I see.
So like, I'm excited when they do. Like, I really liked Gotham, for example.
You know what? You with you saying that, all the things kind of make sense.
Oh, shut up.
I'm just putting it out there.
Shut up.
Okay. All right. Okay.
But yeah, I think it's going to be great. That's what I'm trying to say.
Cool. Well, I'm excited for it. I mean, like you said, it's going to be a little different characters. Because I remember Morbius from the cartoon, the animated, Spider-Man show. So that's how I knew of him. So when I found out they were doing a movie adaptation, I'm like, okay, this is Sony, off the success of obviously Venom and Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. They're feeling pretty good right now. It's like, you know what? All right. I think we can do this now. We don't need, Marvel's help so much.
Okay.
But let's chill a little bit. You may have to.
Don't get too cocky.
You know what I'm saying?
When you've only had 2 good movies,
they feeling
out
good.
Of like the past 20.
They feeling good. They feeling good. So we'll have to wait and see. So something to look forward to. And so from what I heard, it's July 31st, 2020.
Yeah, they already got a date and everything. I'm so proud of them.
They mean business. All right. Well, let's be on the lookout for that. And also, video game fans, be on the lookout. Halo live action TV show. It's like it's starting production this summer. It's going down. You don't look all that excited.
I don't care about that at all.
You don't care about Halo?
I hate. Okay, I don't want this to be a hot take, but
here it comes.
I hate Halo. I hate
never
Halo.
A Halo fan?
I hate Call of Duty. I hate all them games.
Ooh, you don't like none of the shoot 'em up?
They can eat it. They're absolute garbage.
Wow. Sorry. So that's all right.
Jot that down.
All right,
but yeah, so I'm not interested in that at all. My only hope is that they make this and it's successful.
Okay.
I mean, because even though I hate it, I do want Halo fans to be happy.
Yeah.
Like I do want that. But my hope is if it's successful, that they do more video game stuff. Because I'm like losing my cool. I want a Mass Effect movie or a TV show so bad. Like I can taste it.
Yeah.
And I feel like that would be a really good, like either a Showtime or like a Netflix original if they did a Mass Effect TV show. But that's just me. Anyway, so I'm hoping that they will dip more into the video game genre if this is a success. Because there is so much good stuff. Like I know there's rumors there's a Metal Gear Solid movie in the works.
I heard about that.
And I think there was another one too, but I can't think of it offhand. But that's my hope because like there was a really long time where BioShock, the video game, got sold and was going to be a movie.
Okay.
And then it got into production hell. And then years passed. And then it just disappeared. Nobody talked about it again because superheroes became a big thing.
Yeah.
Like I'm just dying for that. You know, because like, for example, they're making a Five Nights at Freddy's game right now. Like that, a movie. Like that's happening.
Yeah.
Blumhouse.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm really stoked about that. Deal. But yeah, there's they don't even know. Like if you think that superheroes, like the comic book thing is this deep well where you can just keep tapping and find original content. Like video games is the same thing.
It's right there. They
You
just
can
gotta
make
find
so much stuff for that.
They gotta They got to break that glass ceiling,
Right,
man.
right. It's
Once
just
they
that
break through.
And I know we've talked about this before,
Mhm.
but a lot of video game movies haven't been very successful in the
Right,
past.
right.
So they're a little nervous about it.
Yeah.
But, once upon a time, that was comic book movies too.
For
so
real. You gotta,
somebody's just got to do it.
Yeah, man.
And apparently it's Halo.
Gotta break a few eggs. Gotta break a few eggs and make some omelets, man. All right. Well, definitely be on the lookout for that. And also be on the lookout. Umbrella Academy Season 2 has been officially greenlit, which we knew was going to happen. We knew that was happening.
I mean, we didn't know, but
You didn't? I knew.
I didn't know. I was so nervous. Well, again, as a person who's read that comic for a really long time.
Oh, well, I guess that's different.
I was so nervous. I was like, nobody's going to like this weird ass show.
Yeah, yeah.
This show's going to get canceled.
I mean, it is pretty weird.
It is.
But I love it.
Yeah, everybody's love it. Makes me so happy. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'm really glad it's being and they even said they're going to start filming by the end of the year. Like
they're ready.
They're ready.
They're
so
like, yeah, let's go ahead and
that's
go.
really exciting to me. I'm thrilled for them. Congrats.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
I'm always a fan of momentum, forward momentum. You feel good, you did well, keep going.
Keep it going.
Keep it going. And we're going to keep it going. Yo, also, we're going to keep it in the video game world.
Yeah.
Nintendo Switch console announces a new Pokemon game.
Yes. 2 new games.
2 games.
Pokemon Sword.
Okay.
Pokemon Shield.
So it's Sword and Shield?
Yes.
So it's 2 games.
Yeah.
And you could get the Sword or a Shield.
But really, they're going to get both.
So why not just put... Oh, okay. That's how they make money.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Well, and I will be honest.
Okay.
Each one is really fleshed out. So it's not like they're ripping you off.
Oh, I was going to say.
Like some people in the past have done. Oh, Destiny. Excuse me. Who said that?
I don't know.
So
a
yeah.
ghost in here.
Yeah, I know. It's weird.
Yeah.
Some shit talking ghost.
Yeah. It's happening, man. Scary out here. Yeah.
But yeah, the Switch, the Switch has been a slam dunk success. People are loving it. I have one myself.
Yeah.
I love it. I love the dual wheeling.
That doesn't hurt your hand. Like, are you like the small little controllers?
No,
are you afraid of that they might break?
I love it.
Okay.
It's great.
Okay, cool.
Like you can play with the Switch like as this one big thing, kind of like your old Game Boys.
Right.
Where you put those 2 pieces on the screen and then you play.
And you play it.
But you can take the Switch console off.
Okay.
Put it with your computer or your TV, and then take those little pieces off and play Mario Kart.
Oh, okay.
I love it.
Yeah.
I thought the same thing. I was like, I'm about to break this damn thing.
Yeah.
Like Will Smith.
Right. Yeah.
break
A Men in Black. Like,
Yeah.
about to break this little
break this
thing.
damn thing. Yeah, but like, I'm not kidding. I literally said that because
Yeah.
I think I'm really funny. But anyway, because we were playing Mario Kart, but you turn it on your side, it's like you don't even notice, and it's so lightweight, and it's actually very functional. It's got like the bumpers on the top, and it's got the little. I mean, it makes you realize that. I mean, I love my what is the word for this? I love like the Xbox and PlayStation, the controllers. But it makes you realize like how much of it is kind of
useless,
like unnecessary.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I really dig it. The only
Okay.
thing I feel like you're really missing is those controllers. They have that bottom part so that they can give you, it vibrates.
Yeah.
Which makes you feel more like in the game.
In the game.
Which is cool. But yeah, anyway, sorry. Let's talk about Switch more. It's awesome. Go buy Switch, guys.
Okay.
But yeah, more new games. Woohoo!
And it's Pokemon.
Yeah, Nintendo, man, they just pump stuff out. They are on top of it.
They're not playing around.
They are the most professional and like well together video game company, I feel like. But
Ooh.
anyway.
All right.
But yeah, I'm really excited. It's really cute. It's highly adorable. I feel like the only thing that could have been made dangerous, powerful Pokemon more insane is weapons. So
wow.
yeah. And then they have brand new starters, and everybody has been absolutely losing it for the starter Pokemon.
Yeah.
Has your feed been bombarded with it? Because mine's been absolutely saturated.
I had a few.
Yeah.
I had a few pop up. On
well,
it.
I have so many friends that are artists, so like so much fan art.
Yeah.
So much fan art. And then
Yeah.
a bunch of cosplayers doing like human versions of them. But anyway, let's talk about the starters. So there's obviously the classic grass, fire, water, but we have Grookey. He's a little monkey. He's the grass type.
Okay.
And then we have Score Bunny, who is, of course, a bunny with fire powers, apparently. And then Sobble. Apparently, that is the fan favorite, Sobble. He is this little frog chameleon-looking Pokemon.
Yeah.
He has water powers. And his powers is like he shoots water like out of his eyes.
Really?
Like he's sobbing. It's the best.
Oh, wow.
So of course everyone wants to protect this tiny little crying Pokemon.
Yeah. Ooh.
I love Pokemon, you guys.
Okay.
Even though I talk smack about it all the time, I actually really do love them. They're
we
so
could tell.
cute.
We could tell. We could tell. And definitely want to make sure you guys get it because word is dropping this fall.
Yep, that's right.
Right before the holiday season, so that's perfect.
Boom.
You know, you already know what your kid's probably going to be wanting if you're a parent, or if you're just a big nerd like us.
Yes.
You already know what you're going to be saving up for yourself. So be on the lookout. Make sure you get that. Pokemon Sword and Shield coming fall 2019.
So I'm going to go with a bit of a mix from Naruto here. My favorite hero and villain would sort of be Obito because he's both. He's a terrible villain that destroyed the world, but he also wants to be a hero in his own right.
All right, CO, it's time to go back to the comic book store and talk to our guy. What's his name, Sheldon?
No,
Didn't you name him last week?
I did name him Sheldon.
Sheldon. We got to talk to him, man. Rumors and speculation. We only have one, but it's pretty big one.
I know. I'm excited.
Hello Kitty.
Yes.
What's going on with Hello Kitty?
They are finally making a big movie adaptation of Hello Kitty, and I am living for it.
Ooh.
I love Hello Kitty. She's so freaking cute.
I mean, she's super popular.
It's
I'm surprised
true.
it didn't happen like years ago.
I'm shocked. I mean, they've done a lot of like straight to home movies of Hello Kitty.
Yeah.
Or like, like Netflix, Hulu kind of, again,
Right.
kind of straight to home
Yeah.
kind of stuff.
Right.
And she's had like TV shows, I think, or not a TV show, but like web shows. I think she even has her own YouTube channel. She's like a streamer.
I'm not surprised.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Hello Kitty is a big friggin' deal overseas, guys. So I'm excited that she's finally making her way over here.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like, and I don't want to say this, but I feel like that Gretsuko show on Netflix like opened the doors.
Think so?
Yeah, people were like, I love cute little like kawaii animals. Like I love it. And Hello Kitty was like, I am the queen of kawaii. All right, so get out my way. So I'm really excited. I'm hoping it's going to be really, really cute.
Mm-hmm.
And I did see that it's going to be in English, which is exciting.
Okay.
For an American audience. But yeah, it's about time. I'm super excited. I love cutesy stuff, and I feel like after the humongous strides that animation has been making, like Zootopia was like phenomenal.
Yeah.
The way they like light through the fur. Oh my God. Anyway, I could talk about animation a lot. I feel like this is going to be like peak cuteness.
Yeah.
Peak cuteness.
That's what I think. I think it's happening too.
You don't care at all, do you?
Nah, not really. No, that's not really my.
I love, like, as much as I am a goth kid, or more of an emo kid. As much as I am an emo kid, like I am just as much a rainbow bright, like, kawaii, colorful and cute. I don't know. Look, I'm even wearing a rainbow shirt right now.
That's true. You got some unicorns and all of that. Okay, I get it.
But some days I'm like an emo kid with my black cat and my black. I don't know, man.
Okay. It's complicated. It's cool. That's what it is. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Hello Kitty. Be on the lookout because the kitty's coming. Like that? That was cool. All right, let's go.
Right now, Captain Marvel. Not to throw hate on the movie, but I really don't like the comic character that much. Reading the Civil War II and the decisions that she was making kind of fell off for me. But I would say her.
All right, now it is time for reviews. Woo! And of course, I got a chance to see Captain Marvel over the weekend.
Big review.
Big review. Now, this is the movie that, a lot of people have been kind of either super negative about or people feel a way about.
Too extreme,
or
man.
People just team Marvel all the way. They're going to love it regardless. Well, I went and I saw it. My review for Captain Marvel, I really liked it.
Yay!
I did. I liked it, man. It was good. It was really, really good. One thing about this movie, just like Wonder Woman, I recommend all of my ladies out there, all my young little girls out there to go see this movie. This movie is female driven. It's not a game. Captain Marvel is incredible. Great role model for a lot of young girls to look up to, and boys too, man. I mean, she don't play around. I love it. This is kind of like, just like how I felt like with Alita last month.
Yeah.
I feel like, boom, then we got Captain Marvel. It just keeps going. I love it because it's like the whole premise of the movie. I'm not going to spoil it, but please go see it. It's Marvel, so it's in that Marvel world, but it's different. It takes place in the 90s, which we all knew because, you know, you could tell by the trailers.
Yeah.
So it takes place in the 90s. Just remember that and just get ready for a fun time, a fun ride. What you saw in the trailer, all I'm going to say is this. Don't fall in love with the idea that you might have had by watching the trailer.
Okay.
Like when you go and see the movie, just get the idea that you had from seeing the trailer. Like, okay, I think I know how this movie's going to go. Nope.
Nope.
Nah, ain't nope. Nope. And I love that it's like that.
Yeah.
I feel like Marvel is great at that too. Because just when you think you have Marvel figured out, nah.
Yeah,
like,
they're really good at being like misleading or
They are.
like misdirecting.
very
you know?
misdirecting. So be prepared. I won't give anything away, but be prepared to have the feels.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to get some feels. You're going to get some, You're going to get exciting. You're going to get goosebumps. You're going to get all of these, and you're going to be laughing. It's great. It's a great movie. Don't worry about what the trolls are saying, regardless of whatever side they're going to be on. They're always going to be there. Because I know people, like personally, that, you know, they're not going to see it because they're like, oh, well, this movie, I don't want this movie to make money because I'm Team Wonder Woman. And I'm like, yo, come on, guys. Let's not do that. Let's not do that.
Yeah, we're not pitting women against each other.
Exactly.
We're not doing that.
And speaking of, Patty Jenkins tweeted out like love for the movie.
See?
So it's like, hey.
We support all women in this house.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? You can go see it and also still support Wonder Woman. It's a great movie. Just telling you, young girls, y'all going to love it. Young ladies, young women, grown women, y'all are going to love this. Guys, you're going to love it. I say 2 thumbs up. My point of view, must see. You're going to have fun and you're going to be excited because, of course, there are 2 credit scenes, as always with Marvel. So make sure you go check it out.
And wait through the through the end. Can I ask something?
What's up?
I won't ask any spoilers.
Okay.
Because I have no idea when I'm going to see this because I'm going to be at SC Comic-Con.
Yeah. You busy. You busy out here.
Oh boy. But do they have like a lot of 90s nostalgia?
Very much.
Yes. That's always one of my favorite. Like,
very much.
Because they like, we're on the 80s nostalgia wave right now. Like, Stranger Things is a huge, like.
I think this movie is going to set the tone for more 90s style movies, like 90s throwback movies.
I love the 90s.
Yeah, me
like
too.
the 80s were like okay.
Yeah.
And I do like that vintage 80s look and aesthetic and stuff, but I love the 90s.
It's time for the 90s. Well,
I was born in 1990, so I feel like I mean you lived through it, but you really didn't because you were like a baby.
I lived through it. That's what I did. I
love the 90s. So I'm really, that was one of the things I was really excited about. Like the whole Blockbuster thing cracked me.
Oh, that's just the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah?
The music in there. Yeah. I will say this.
Oh my God.
The music is all 90s. You're going to exactly that reaction. You're going to hear songs that you hadn't heard.
Oh man,
since the 90s.
That's so cool. And did the movie like? Do you feel like the movie kept its like it had that like motivational like did it keep that?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
That was my favorite part of the trailer.
Like when she got knocked down.
Yeah, and she was like, nah. She's like, I'm getting back up.
Yeah.
I love that.
Oh yeah.
Yes, that makes me so happy.
Yeah, man.
Okay, well, it sounds like I'm going to be pleased.
You are.
Because that's all I wanted.
All right.
Like,
you're going to be pleased.
I just wanted some 90s nostalgia.
Right.
And like her being a boss.
She is a boss.
Very cool. Very cool.
I want Captain Marvel on my team, man. Just like I said with Alita, I don't want to be on Alita's bad side. I damn sure don't want to be on Captain Marvel's bad side.
Here's my wallet.
You know what I'm saying?
Just take it.
I want to be on Team Captain Marvel, man. Let me give me a Captain Marvel t-shirt. Yes, go see it. I'm telling you guys, you won't regret it. It's a great time. It's Marvel. Have fun. I don't know. I can't rate this. I'm trying to think of a rating system off top, but hey, you know what? Just go have a great time.
Form your own opinions.
Please say that one more time.
Form your own opinions.
Form your own opinions, man. This is my opinion. I love it. I think you all will love it too. Here we go.
You were the fastest, the strongest, the absolute baddest, and a huge pain in the ass.
I get in trouble for that a lot.
Oh, I can see that about you.
You think you can find others like her?
She might just be the beginning.
I'm guessing that's not standard procedure.
No, but I enjoyed it.
All right, CO, it's that time you let us know what's hot out here on these comic book shelves or comic book stands.
Nailed it.
Did I nail it the first time or the second time?
Both.
Both times? All right, cool. Boom.
Same thing.
All right. Yeah. So what's hot out here?
Oh boy, there is some awesome stuff happening this week. I'm super excited to talk about it.
Okay.
Since we talked about Morbius earlier, that's kind of funny.
Mm-hmm.
Fun fact. Morbius bit Domino. From the X-Force.
Okay.
So there was like this whole big thing about that. But anyway, let's talk about new comics.
All right.
So not really a lot going on with DC this week. Pretty much just normal stuff. They updated a bunch of stuff that we already know about, like Batman.
Okay.
Doomsday Clock.
Gotcha.
Boo. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
So I'm going to focus more on Marvel this week because they had more new things.
Okay. All right.
These are really good jumping on points for fans who haven't been reading the past, 50 issues of Batman.
Mm-hmm.
So Domino Hot Shots #1 is
Okay.
a brand new #1 this week, which is really exciting.
All right.
But yeah, if you liked Domino in the Deadpool movie, if you think she was a cool character, then you want to check this out. This is basically her own, like how there's X-Force, like this is a team that she's like the leader of.
Okay.
And it's got a bunch of characters that you might not be like super familiar with. So, that way, which is a good thing because then you don't have to read a million back issues to understand what's kind of going on here.
Yeah.
But excuse me, it's got characters like Bully, Brawler, Mercenary, and obviously Domino at the lead. So it's really exciting, very interesting. If you like action, if you like crime thrillers, definitely want to pick this up. And fun fact, it is written by Gail Simone, who is a freaking powerhouse at Marvel, especially, but as a writer in comics. So
awesome.
Pick it up,
All
baby.
Right. Yeah.
Also new this week is Age of X-Men.
Hey.
Another new miniseries comes out this week. It is called Prisoner X.
Ooh.
So this is a brand new #1. Again, if you like X-Men, if you want a good jumping on point, if you want to explore characters that don't always get a lot of screen time, this is another good series for you.
Okay.
So this actually has Bishop on it. So
hey.
that's cool.
All right.
Who is a really famous character for the X-Men, at least in the comics. I don't think he's ever been in any movies. So that's like the big guy, but then there's a couple of other new characters. But basically, they've been arrested. They're rebels in this new X-Men Utopia alternate universe where the X-Men are loved by humanity, that they're touted, but they're kind of dictators over humanity.
Okay.
Anyway, so these guys are rebels. They didn't play by the rules, so they got arrested. And they're in a special prison for mutants.
Okay.
And they're busting out. So yeah, definitely pick it up if you want. If you want action, if you feel like some versus stuff, definitely want to pick that up.
Okay. Like it. What's up?
Also new this week.
What's up? What's going on?
I cannot believe this is a real comic, but we're about to talk about it.
All right.
If you are familiar with the game Fortnite.
Oh my gosh. Fortnite got a comic now? I mean, they're basically everywhere.
Nope.
So no.
This comic is what is the word for this? It makes fun of.
Oh, it makes fun. Oh, it's a parody of Fortnite.
It's a parody of Fortnite. It's called Fartnite.
Wait. Excuse me.
It's called Fartnite.
Fartnite?
Fartnite. #1 is new on comic book stands this week.
Fartnite.
So basically, it's the same premise. It's a multiplayer where friends can play together, and they have the ridiculous weapons, but all of the weapons are powered by your farts.
Really?
Yeah.
So passing gas, that's your ammo?
Yeah. So let me just read you this bio real quick.
Okay. All right.
Experience the flatulent adventures of a motley crew of unknown soldiers forced into a battle royale while all the weaponry is powered by their own supercharged farts. So if you like silly stuff, if you like Sharknado and Ash versus the Evil Dead and stuff like that where it makes fun of itself, then this is definitely the book for you. And obviously, if you like Fortnite, you might like Fartnite.
So do they do the dances too when they fart?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't read it. I couldn't bring myself to read it.
I'm just wondering. I'm wondering how do they, unless they take some laxatives?
I can't tell you. I'm so sorry. I can't explain it.
Okay.
It's a comic. Don't think too hard about it.
Okay.
But yeah, definitely want to pick that up. That actually, it is published by a smaller company. It's called Keen Spot Entertainment.
Okay.
They used to be a webcomic company, but now they're doing printed comics.
Oh.
So Papa Bless, congrats to them.
All right. Yeah.
So what I'm trying to say is since it's a smaller publisher, there's a smaller print run. So if you want to check this out, you got to hurry out to your local comic book store and get it now.
Yeah.
Because once it's gone, it's going to be gone.
Ooh.
Marvel and DC stuff is usually easier to like reorder.
Right, you can always get those.
Or at least buy like from another store, maybe online or something.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this might, when it's gone, it's gone. So hurry out, check it out.
Yeah. All right. Well, don't miss out on them farts, man. Fart night number 1. Wow. Okay. Well, yeah, that seems like it's an interesting
so weird.
It's interesting lineup that you got. Okay, so we got Domino, Hot Shots, Age of X-Man, Prisoner X. Gotta get that right, because I still got Fart Night on my mind. Fart Night number 1. Yeah, go. I'm gonna have to pick up that Fart Night.
No,
man.
you ain't.
It's too much on my mind.
No, you ain't.
It's too much on my mind, man. Yeah, man. So make sure you go get those at your local comic book store. Shout out to Soundwave Comics. Always treat us so well. Thankful for them. So yeah, make sure you go get those. All right, little CO. Before we end out the show, we usually do events. We usually do something else. But you know what? I feel like we need to end it a little different. So before we end out this issue, let's do hot takes.
Hot take.
All right.
Hot baby.
It's going to be hot. We're going to end it hot. Okay? So I have a hot take this week. You have a hot take this week. And as always, we like to keep it spicy. Your hot takes are usually the spiciest. Mine is coming up, though. Mine's getting up there. So, how would you like to do this?
I think you should go first.
You think I should go first? Yeah. Oh, so that means you're going to go off.
Because mine's bad.
You're going to go off. Okay. All right. Oh, you know what? I almost forgot to introduce. So, again, for all of those who are just figuring out what this show is about, well, you made it this far. Hot Takes is our most popular segment on the show. And, of course, we give our unpopular opinion about things that you may love, that we may hate, that we may not like so much. And that's why it is the Hot Takes. Get you all hot and bothered and angry. And that's what we love to do. We love to give that hot take. So, my hot take this week, if you heard in the news that one of the greatest film directors, you can you could put him up there as one of the GOATs, Steven Spielberg. He's a little upset about, Netflix and streaming movies getting nominated for Oscars, to the point where he's so upset that he's going to the Oscar board to try to put a stop to it. Because he's like, hey, all these streaming, movies and stuff, they should be at the Emmys. They shouldn't be where we're nominated at. They shouldn't be in our level as far as Oscars go. They're more like a TV show. Let them stay over there and get their Emmys. Now, there's nothing wrong with Emmys, right? Emmys are great. But, hey, Netflix and Hulu and all these streaming services, hey, they're making great quality movies to the point that they're nominated for Oscars and may even win some, may even win 1 or 2 or whatnot. So I'm thinking, Steven Spielberg, what's really going on, man? Because to me, you sound like the old guy on the porch yelling at the young kids. Is that it?
He sounds so pretentious.
He does.
Like, what a jerk.
And I'm thinking, dude, you're Steven Spielberg. A lot of people view you as the greatest to ever do it. Like, what are you afraid of? Are you nervous? Or, I just thought about this. There's a movie that's coming out on Netflix that a lot of people are excited about called The Irishman. Martin Scorsese. He's also one of the greatest directors of all time, right? This movie has a lot of people excited because, you're getting your Robert De Niro's and, the classic mob, family, Joe Pesci, like all of the classic people are coming back for this movie, and it's going to be on Netflix. So Martin Scorsese, he's Oscar nominated. He won an Oscar.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking to myself, is it because, you view that as crazy competition, or maybe your movies haven't been, doing as well as they once were. Yo. Steven Spielberg was that man for like at least a decade, 15, maybe even 25 years. He's put out classics, E.T., Jaws, The Color Purple, Jurassic Park. Come on. I can name some, but as of late,
he's meh.
Ready Player One, it was a good shot. The BFG, remember that one? The animated one that he did? You don't remember that, right? Exactly. That says a lot. And you're Steven Spielberg, one of the GOATs. What's going on, man? I mean, to me, you need to relax. You really need to relax. Because is it because of, like you just don't have that spark anymore? People don't care for a Steven Spielberg movie anymore? I think they do, but you're doing this right here. You're turning a lot of your fans off.
Yeah.
The fans that were always supportive of you. So, to me, Steven Spielberg, you gotta relax, bro. You gotta relax. You're Steven Spielberg.
Like, you're gonna be all right.
You're going to be fine. Okay?
I feel like this is such a complex topic because I feel like it is a combination of things that are upsetting him.
Yeah.
I think he feels threatened. I really do think that that's part of it. Because if you want to follow his little dumb logic, then movies like the Blair Witch Project, which were a cultural phenomenon, would not be relevant.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, that movie was filmed on it was like $20,000 or something, some crap like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The reason why a lot of these movies that are made on Netflix, they're all like mostly independent films that are being shot in other countries or even here in the States.
Right.
Who, without Netflix's money, wouldn't have had the budget to do everything they wanted to do.
Talk about it.
So what Netflix does is they give them some of the money. Like, usually these movies start on their own and they're like, here's some money.
Yeah.
Plus, we'll give you a platform if we can call it a Netflix original.
Right.
Right. And as a result, basically Netflix is becoming almost like its own, like a company, like not publishing, like putting movies out. So like, I feel like he's just threatened because as a result, like Netflix is putting all of these movies that never would have gotten seen otherwise, except for like maybe in their local community.
Exactly.
Or like at a film festival, you know? Into the general audience because everybody has a Netflix.
Exactly.
So like all of a sudden these littler movies that would have never gotten the time of day are getting all of this exposure.
Right.
And they're becoming these hit phenomenons.
Yeah.
But like that's a good thing.
That's a great thing.
That's like they shouldn't have to fight and claw their way for a good movie to get a shot.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like the other part of it too is he's bitter. He's mad because like you just said, his back in the day when he was making movies, like because social media wasn't such a big prevalent thing where it's creeping into your everyday life.
Right.
The only way you could get people to go watch a movie was if the director had a big name, so like Steven Spielberg, Ridley Scott.
Right.
Or they had like a big name actor in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Here's Molly Ringwald, you know? That's why you need to go watch this.
Yeah.
But now it's like people don't care.
Exactly.
Like they're excited. Like we're excited that Idris Elba is going to be in this movie. But like I don't go watch a movie just because Idris Elba is in it.
Yeah, it's different time.
There's so much content out in the world now that's so easily accessible that it's like I don't care if just because somebody made it. It needs to be good.
You know what? Plus, I don't know if you guys know this, but movie ticket prices aren't cheap.
Yeah, so people have to be more picky with what they go to see at the theater.
Exactly.
So it's like people now before that's how they got people in the seats, but now mostly the way that people get into the seats is by word of mouth,
right?
Or so like reviews. So like especially like how I work in a comic book store, like people come in the store and they're like, "What'd you guys think of Venom?" You know what I mean? And then based on what we say, and we're nobodies, we're just little comic book people. Like people will be like, "Well, I'll go see it."
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So like that's, and I feel like he's feeling that more than ever.
Right.
Because his Ready Player One 20 years ago would have been a smash hit.
Oh yeah.
Just like Jurassic Park and all them.
Right.
Like people would have been freaking out, but it's like, it was all right. It was all right. It was not that good. Like it wasn't bad. Don't get me wrong.
Right. No, it was cool.
I had fun watching it. It was great, like action and fun.
Right.
But substance wise, not that deep, not that good.
Yeah.
Like honestly.
Right.
And when movies like that are competing against like the amazing movies that are out now, like he's just not getting, I feel like he's not getting as much attention or as many butts in the seats as he used to have. And now he's like, well, it's because of, Netflix and Hulu because they're cheap and, basically they're the takeout of like the industry. And it's like, Yeah, I mean, they are.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that the quality is not good.
There you go.
You're just mad.
Yeah.
But anyway, sorry, I could talk about this a lot.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm very displeased. And at the end of the day, he just comes across as a bully.
Yeah, he does.
Because he like you just said, he's at the top.
Yeah.
He is, I mean, all these screenwriters and directors and actors and these little people, these indie people especially, look up to somebody like that. They're like, I want to be him.
I want to be like you.
I want to do what he does.
Inspired by you.
And then you turn around and you say something like that, their movie isn't worth anything because it was on a streaming service.
Yeah.
Dude, screw you.
There you
Seriously,
go.
bump
Yeah.
you. You can go.
There it is.
I'm out.
That's it. Mic drop. Hot take. Steven Spielberg. Come on, man. Gotta relax. All right. Well, that was mine. Let's see if you could top this one.
That was a good one. I liked that.
I'm proud of myself for that one.
I feel bad. Mine's hot, and it's gonna get people hot.
Okay.
But I feel like it's easy.
Okay.
But I have to talk about it because in the news recently, rumors started coming out again.
Okay.
Now these rumors keep coming back and back and back ever since Disney bought Marvel back in the day. Like every year afterwards, there was another rumor. The rumor would come back that that Disney was going to shut down Marvel Comics. They were going to stop making comics and just keep making movies because they're more profitable and blah, 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 blah.
Okay, now, before you go, I don't mean to interrupt you. So again, this is basically just another rumor. So you're basically going off of...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's come around again. Once again,
right.
In the news, they're saying Disney Studios is thinking about shutting down Marvel Comics.
Right.
And it's not going to happen.
And people are freaking out over it.
And they're freaking out. They were like, it was all in my news feed. I'm like, y'all, that is not going to happen. It's never... They have said that like 10 times before this. It's not going to happen.
They just don't want to believe it.
Yeah, but they like... clickbait. They love clickbait.
Got it. Okay. All right. Well, do your thing. Go
But
ahead.
let me just say something.
Okay.
Since it came back up again, I just want to voice my opinion since I now have a soapbox to voice it from.
There we go.
If Disney did decide to shut down Marvel Comics tomorrow, I wouldn't be sad about it. I wouldn't give a shit.
Ooh.
Honestly, Marvel Comics can go.
Oh, wow.
I'm done. And it's sad because Marvel Comics is the biggest. They are the titan of comic books.
Okay.
Like DC is right behind them. I mean, they're nipping on their heels, but Marvel will always be the king.
You think so?
Oh yeah.
In comics? Really? See, okay, from the outside, all right. Okay, well, you work at a comic book store, so obviously you know. So just for me, representing the general public, the general public seems that DC is they killing it in comic books, but movies, something different. TV, they're killing it.
Yeah, it's like hit or miss with the movies.
Right. So I'm surprised at that.
Yeah.
I would figure, I mean, I wouldn't say that DC was like blowing Marvel out the market. It just always seemed even. It's like
equal,
equal. It's like, okay,
I always thought that too before I started working at a store.
Okay. Well, that's surprising. Okay. See, I didn't know it because I always thought like, okay, cool. I would go into, the comic book store you work at and I would like, all right, I'll get my Marvel comic and then I would look over here in DC and I would be like, okay, cool. Let me get this one. So I would always get both.
Yeah.
Usually.
Yeah. And most people do.
Right. So that's why I'm surprised at that. I'm surprised that Marvel is that. Do you think it's because of the success of the MCU? Or has that always been the case?
It's always been the case.
Really? See, I had no idea.
And it's because of people like Stan Lee.
Right. Okay.
Stan Lee was the king.
Right.
He was a businessman. Like he knew how to promote. He knew how to, get these sponsors. Like he knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
And DC, like I love DC, but they have never had anybody like that.
Really?
That was like campaigning and making them look good and pushing it
like
into
a face. Like gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I mean, honestly, at the end of the day, I think that DC comics are better.
Okay. That.
Well, like more well written and more follow through and commitment and stuff. And that's why I honestly, and I hate to say this, but I would not be sad if they shut Marvel Comics down.
Gotcha.
I used to be like indifferent to Marvel, but ever since I started working at a store, they are horrible. They are horrible. They are horrible to their fans and they're horrible to the stores that peddle their comics. This is absolutely insane to me.
Wow.
Marvel has like 100 active titles.
Yeah.
Like going at once, much less. And then they don't have like one event going on. They have like 3 different events happening at the same time.
Ooh,
it makes reading their comics so
tough.
Convoluted and expensive.
It's hard to follow.
And time consuming and annoying. It's just annoying. It's like you've got this event going on and you're like, oh, well, I'll just read the event and I won't. But then you got to buy like 6 different tie-ins. And it's not like with DC when they have an event, they're like, oh, here's an event. And if you want to read the tie-ins, you can. Okay. It adds to your experience, but you ain't gotta. But like at Marvel, they're like in the event, they're like reference. They got like the little asterisk. I hate the asterisk. The asterisk is like reference, tie-in blank part 2 to understand this like joke or understand this moment or some crap. Oh my God, I hate that crap so much. Okay. And our readers like hate that crap. It feels like they're just trying to get their money. Got it. And comic book reading is such a niche hobby anyways, that most comic book readers are on a budget. Right. They can't afford to get a $4 book every time there's an event. Right. Much less 3 going on at the same dang time. It's crazy. And then Marvel does this hideously obnoxious thing where it's like they do new number ones like all the time. Okay. They've rebooted their universe like 10 times in the past 10 years. It is insane. And like every time they do a new number 1, they have like 20 or 30 or 50 different variant covers. Right. And it's like it's crazy. Like like when Return of Wolverine came out, they had a variant cover for every single costume Wolverine has ever worn. Oh. Yeah. Like, hey. Are you serious? Who can afford to get all of that? Like, it's so obnoxious. And then half of them are so expensive. And it's just, I can't. It makes me so aggravated. And I feel bad for the everyday fan. They just want to read comics. Right. They just want to read their comics, but they can't even jump on to Spider-Man because it's like Spider-Man issue 690. What,
they don't know where to go.
Like, where do you go? Where do you start?
You know? Right.
It's just I can't deal with them.
Just too much.
They're and then DC is on the other side. I mean, like I said, Marvel's got like 100 active titles, and then DC's over here. They've got like 60, and then and that's it. It's just I can't.
It's just a lot.
I can't deal with them, and it makes me so mad because if it wasn't for the MCU, like comics would not be as successful as they are right now, in my opinion.
Right.
And so as a result, people watch these movies and they're like, man, I love Captain Marvel. I like Iron Man. I like Thor. They go to their local comic book store and they want to read comics.
Yeah.
And that brings me so much joy when that person comes in, and then I have to turn around and let them down. It stresses me out. Yeah. Because I don't know where to put them on Thor.
Where do we start?
I
feel you.
Or to tell them that this book costs $4 just because it's the beginning of a storyline. Right. Come on.
That's a good point.
Or $5. Actually, I'm sorry, $5.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Or like that there's 10 different variants. And I'm like, well, why is this one different? And I have to tell them it's literally just art on the outside. You know how stupid that sounds to somebody who doesn't read comics?
Yeah.
They're like, the cover?
That's the cover.
That's it?
Yeah.
It's not the inside, or it's not like, one in. I can't. It makes me so aggravated. So honestly, if Marvel Comics shut down tomorrow, I wouldn't cry about it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't cry about it.
Yeah.
They need to cut back. They need to cut back right now. Like Spider-Man, for example. Again, people watch these movies and they come in and they want to read a Spider-Man title. There is 6 active titles for Spider-Man right now. Right now.
Hey,
like
man.
how... Oh my God, it makes me so mad just thinking about it.
Well, it's tough. It's tough. I feel your pain.
They have got to change, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Otherwise, my attitude is bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Right.
I don't read any Marvel books right now.
Yeah.
It's not
just
funny.
too much. Well, and again, this is just rumors because we know.
It's true. They're not going to do it.
They're not going nowhere.
It would be stupid.
Right.
For them to do that.
If they did.
I mean, that's just crazy. I mean, that's like saying, let's get rid of Coke.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's just such a recognized brand.
Yeah.
And then it's a big part of the movie. Even if they don't want to say it is, it is.
Yeah.
It's the source material.
It's the source.
That's like J.K. Rowling making those 7 movies and being like, I'm going to cancel the book. The movies are so successful.
Right.
No.
Yeah.
You're not going to do that.
Right.
It's stupid.
Yeah. I feel you.
That's just me.
I feel you. Well, looks like, the heads of Marvel, I mean, obviously the new people that's running it, the comics part of the actual Marvel empire.
Yeah.
It's like, hey man, y'all gotta do some stuff, man. You gotta change it. You gotta step it up.
Got to restructure like tomorrow.
They gotta figure out something. We'll see. Well, that was a hot take right there.
There you go.
All right. Well, y'all got to decide which hot take was hotter. You know, CEO saying, you know what, Marvel? I don't even care if y'all don't come back. Or me saying, Steven Spielberg.
He's a bitter old man.
You old, bro. It's all right. Embrace it. Embrace the new age. Embrace getting up there in age, man. You're wise. Don't just poo-poo on the young people coming up. Hey, well, that's what it is. That's a great way to end it.
Yeah.
And also, too, if you like our hot takes or if you think we're crazy, because I'm sure a lot of you may think we're crazy, and guess what? We're not changing our opinions, but we would love to hear from you. Hit us up on all our social media platforms, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and also email us, man. We're waiting for your emails. Email us at comicsectionpodcast@gmail.com. I can't wait to hear your responses, man. I can't wait to go out in the streets and hear what people got to say about this issue. And again, big shout outs to our video producer, Statue Fanatic, our affiliate, new partner in this thing that we call the Comic Section Podcast. We're growing, we're getting bigger, guys. So you're seeing us now. Also, you're hearing us as you always do. Shout outs to all of our fans. Everyone from tuning in from all over the country and all over the world. We got new listeners from the Ukraine.
What?
Yes.
That's cool.
The Ukraine. I can't even point that on the map right now. Yeah. Can you?
It's in Europe, right?
It's somewhere over there. Either way, man, shout outs to the Ukraine. Shout outs to everybody tuning in. Shout outs to Australia. Still our #1 country on Spotify.
Down under.
I'm about to take a trip out there, but I ain't going though.
I would love to go to Australia.
Them spiders, you see them giant spiders?
It's so beautiful. I love I love that landscape. You know what I mean? Like the hot and deserty.
It's like all the poisonous things in the world is on that island.
I'll wear boots up to my knees. How's that sound? Nothing can bite me that way, right?
Well, if you still got a kangaroo that'll punch you in the face.
Don't punch, it'd kick you. They do punch.
They do punch.
I forget about that.
Yeah, they'll punch you.
Dude, if that thing kicked you in the chest, your heart would stop beating.
Yeah, it's over.
Just so you know.
It's over. Man, oh man. But hey, shout out to all of you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. Again, you could always find us now on YouTube via Statue Fanatic and also on Google Play Music, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, iTunes, SoundCloud, Spotify, Stitcher, TuneIn, everywhere you can find your podcast, that you can find us. I am your host, Jason, alongside
Lil CO.
That was issue 14 of the Comic Section. We'll catch you next week. Peace.
You got a question, a comment, you want to let them know how you feel? You can shoot them an email, comicsectionpodcast@gmail.com. You can get at Little CEO on Facebook and Instagram at Cut It Out Comics and Cosplay, and on Twitter at Cut It Out Comics. And you can get at Jason on Facebook and IG at JRockDamic. That's the letter JROCDAMIC. And editorial content in this issue was used from the following .coms: Entertainment Weekly, CBR, Variety, Polygon, CW, HBO, Comic Book and Comic Book Movie, and Games Radar. And the YouTube channels of Entertainment Tonight, Marvel Entertainment, Sony Pictures, Game of Thrones, Warner Bros. Pictures, and Movie Clips Trailers. Issue number 14 was edited and produced by RedmanActual.com. Redman Actual, audio, production, voice.
Redman Actual.